Proportional Relationships Worksheet, questions 23 and 24. Starting with question 23. Allie mows lawns to make extra money. The equation 48x minus 3y equals 0 compares the amount of money Allie earns, y, to the number of lawns she mows, x. How much does Allie earn for each lawn she mows? Remember, when you see the word each or per, they're asking for the unit rate. Each or per, see this word each right here? Each or per means we're going to find the unit rate. Well, they're giving us an equation. We don't have a rate to find the unit rate, but they did give us an equation. So this equation up here, 48x minus 3y equals 0, that's the equation. When they give you an equation, you want to solve it for slope-intercept form. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So I want to solve for y, and then whatever is in front of x, that's your slope. And slope and unit rate are the same thing. Slope and unit rate are the same thing. So I went ahead and I copied down the equation that's up here. All right, I boxed my y term because I want to isolate the y. And the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 48x to the other side. Well, if I want to change sides, I need to use the inverse operation. So the opposite of positive 48 is negative 48. So I'm going to subtract 48x from both sides. Allows me to cancel out my x terms on the left. Bring down negative 3y. Keep my equal signs lined up. 0 minus 48x would be negative 48x. To isolate the y, I divide both sides by negative 3. Allows me to cancel my negative 3's. Okay, so you're going to divide that out yourself. You're going to get a number. Don't forget to put the x beside it because it's y equals mx here. So whatever that number is, that is your slope. And your slope and your unit rate are the same thing. Slope and unit rate are the same thing. So in other words, unit rate equals the slope, which equals whatever that number is in front of x. Your unit rate is the same thing as your slope, which is the number in front of x. So divide to find that number. Then your final answer will be Allie earns, that number is going to be dollars, so that much money per lawn. Allie earns that amount of money per lawn. Pause your video, get all that written down. Now remember, you're dividing to find your answer. You can do that on your own. All right, 24. In the graph below, x represents the time in seconds and y represents the number of pages printed by a printer. Okay, it says, what is the printer's unit rate in pages per second? We want to know pages per second. Remember, whatever they say first goes on top. Whatever they say second goes on the bottom. So pages will be on top. Seconds will be on the bottom. It's going to be pages over seconds. So I picked the point right there on your graph. That point, that would be 4 pages. And 8 seconds. 4 pages and 8 seconds. So to write my rate, I have 4 pages over 8 seconds. And yes, you can abbreviate. So 4 pages over 8 seconds. Now, you're going to get a decimal answer. Okay, so when you divide that out, it's 4 divided by 8, not 8 divided by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. That is not correct. You're going to get a decimal answer. I'm not going to tell you what that decimal answer is. You need to figure that out for yourself. So divide that out, and when you do, you will get your pages per second. So your final answer, the printer prints blank pages per second. So divide 4 divided by 8. That will get you, and remember, it is a decimal answer. It's a decimal answer. So 4 divided by 8, get the decimal. That's your unit rate. So the printer prints that number of pages per second. Okay. So pause your video, make sure you have all that written down. All right, if you have any questions on 23 and 24, please do not hesitate to ask.